Hello guys, good evening. So in this sessions, in class only I have explained the redemption of referential theory. Yeah, I did almost like four problems I think. So in class I did two questions, and in Google after lockdown also, during lockdown, so I have solved two more questions. But I went with mergers and acquisitions. So again I'm I need to do with redemptions of preferences. So before starting with questions, I'll be dealing with theory part, and I will start with the question number 5. Okay. Now, so I hope you people know the basic concepts of preferences. There are 6 types. Okay. So in that we are dealing with redemptions of preferences. So for redemption of preferences, we need there is a term period. They may ask it for 2 marks question, that is 20 years. Okay. 20 years after compulsory, before 20 years they need to redeem the preferentials. Now there are certain steps. Okay, before following steps, so I need to explain some concepts. Okay, now basically while solving the question, you will find out the preferential capital and premium. Okay, so for example, if you are redeeming the preferentials, you need to redeem at premium or at par. Par means at face value, or at premium, that means extra value. You can't redeem at discount, remember this. Now for example, you have one question. Okay, that is preferential capital is 10 lakh, premium is 1 lakh. Now how we need to pay? I'm dividing this 10 lakh, we need to pay by issuing new equity shares. Okay, by issuing new equity shares. Okay, if you are not issuing new equity shares, you can take amount from divisible profit. So always face value, you can pay it from issue of new equity shares, or you can take balance from divisible profit. In the same way, premium 1 lakh, you need to pay securities premium which is there in your balance sheet. Okay, if securities premium is not available in your balance sheet, you can use divisible profit. So remember, even though if securities premium is there, but if you are paying with help of divisible profit, the answer, it is not the correct answer. Okay, so again I am telling, face value new equity shares with help of new equity shares and divisible profit, premium securities premium and divisible profit. Okay, now so I'll be, and when it comes to this one is asset side, sorry, liability side. Now when it comes to asset side, for example, here you need to pay total 11 lakh. Okay, now when you're making payment, you need to pay through cash or bank, right? So how much total I need to pay? 11 lakh. You need to check with your cash balance. So have 6 lakh, assume that you have 6 lakh, and you need to, you are getting 5 lakhs from new equity shares, so it will become 11 lakh, exactly 11 lakh you can pay. But you have 6, yeah, example say you have only 3 lakh from new equity shares, you will get 5 lakh, so total 8 lakh, but we need 11 lakh. So remaining shortage amount is 3 lakh. That 3 lakh, how we need to take in this sense, you need to sell any marketable assets. That is, you can sell any current assets and you can pay that amount. For example, out of 6 lakh, any 3 lakh worth of assets you can sell, and you can take money, you can receive money, and you can pay for the preference shareholders. Remember, on the asset side, you need to check with your cash balance. If cash balance is insufficient, you need to sell any marketable assets. Okay, for example, in your question there is no cash balance only. Okay, don't worry, if they're just giving current assets, you need to assume there is a sufficient cash balance. And here there is no divisible profit account, so you need to assume that there is a what you can say, sufficient divisible profit balance, no need of worrying. Okay, now so I will explain once again. So here, for example, so here how we need to take securities premium, if it is not available, you need to take divisible profit, right? How? For example, premium, so you need to pay 1 lakh. Okay, but in your balance sheet it is showing only 70,000. Okay, now The remaining you need 30,000, right? This 30,000 first you can take it from new equity shares we are issuing for premium, right? Sometime we will issue new equity shares for premium. That amount if you combine it will come 1,20,000. But if premiums are not there, for example, assume the old premium account is 40, but you need to pay 1 lakh, but you have new premium of 50 plus 40 90, still you need 10,000. That time you can use divisible profit. When it is insufficient only you need to use divisible profit. Okay, that is liabilities side. So I'll be explaining with steps. So I have step number 1. So step number 1 will be you need to make sure that the amount is fully paid. For example, preference shares face value is 10 rupees. Make sure that they have paid full 10 rupees. If not, there are two cases. One is calls in arrears. They will mention in balance sheet itself. Okay, that time the direct entry can pass bank account data to calls in arrears account. If not, you need to make call. That means you need to request for the shareholders to pay remaining amount. So for making call you need to pass one entry, and for receiving call you need to pass another entry. Okay, that is step number 1. Step number 2 is you need to pass due entry. What do you mean by due entry in this sense? So before paying to preference shareholders, how much we are paying, we need to record in our books of accounts. Okay, so as I told, always when you're passing due entry in your question, make sure that they are issuing at premium at par. If they are giving at discount, ignore. You can post that entry in the par only. For example, 10 rupees shareholders, for they are paying 8 rupees, don't consider, you pay for 10 rupees only. But if they are paying 12 rupees, you can take. So that is if redeemed at par, preference share capital account data to preference shareholders account. If redeemed at premium, preference share capital account data, premium on redemption of preference shares account data to preference shareholders account. Preference shares cannot be redeemed at discount, remember. Next, pass entry for fresh issue of share. So in that you have premium, discount and normal entry. Okay, bank account data to share capital account, that is in case for par value. If the premium, bank account data to share capital account to security premium. If they're issuing, they can issue new equity shares at discount, but they can't pay back at discount in case of preference shares. Remember this. Okay, now step number 4 will be ensure if there are sufficient funds to make redemption. What is this adjustment in this sense? I was telling in this question, as per my example, you need to pay total 10 lakh, right? Now 10 lakh, you are issuing new equity shares of rupees 5 lakh. You are getting only 5 lakh. So remaining 5 lakh you can use it from divisible profit. So I was telling you, new equity shares 5 lakh. Okay, so remaining you need 5 lakh. That one you can collect it from divisible profit account. Okay, that is next entry. Before that, in the asset side, so while making any transactions you need to balance with assets and liabilities also. So in this step number 4 you need to check with your assets side. Okay, now assets, how in the sense, total we need 11 lakh, that is cash balance, but we have only 6 lakh. For example, if you have 3 lakh and new equity shares value is 5 lakh, so 3 lakh plus 5, 8 lakh. So that time you can sell any assets. So for that you need to pass the entry. Okay, that is bank account data to concerned assets. If we are selling at profit, the bank account data, current assets account data to profit and loss account. If this lower amount, that is loss, you can pass another entry. That is in case of assets. Next, go with your liabilities. So if new equity shares is insufficient, you need to take from divisible profit. So these are the divisible profit, where this pic I will share you later. Next you need to go for premium. So now preference share capital over, now you need to check with your premium. While checking cash balance, you need to check preference share capital plus premium. While checking preference share capital, you need to check only preference share capital, premium only premium. That is premium, first preference you need to give it for securities premium, second preference you need to give it for divisible profit. Okay, that is if securities premium is unavailable or less available, if it is insufficient to premium on redemption preferences. So next one is show the entry for preference share, that if preference shareholders account data to bank account. Last one is when you are having bonus shares, you can pass this entry. Okay, thank you. So from tomorrow I will start with problem.